Horton, producer, director, curator of the Nola Hiphop Documentary, NolaHiphop.com. Tune in. I just did the show, Couch Talk Nola. Great show. I need you to tune in, subscribe. These guys are great. They got next.
Man, you don't even work your social media like that.
Every time somebody come, we got a fucking fuss, bro. Every fucking time.
You know what
That's not what we're gonna do.
We're gonna go back.
I'm not
doing this. Commercial break. When we get back, we're gonna wrap this up.
So you wanna cut me off, right? Corey, you just gonna watch your butt. You do this shit every time.
We out it. Oh yeah.
Go ahead, wait, no please. That shit that I do when bitch was having a seizure, and that shit ain't go right. You know what I'm about? I thought she was up, nigga. Go ahead.
The girl up the die. Go ahead.
Look, I didn't know.
I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna call you back.
Get the truck. Let's go. Let's go. We get this bitch. Let's go.
Keep my peace. Keep my peace. Cubans with the chains on.
People with the cheap shirts and shit that say Melanin Magic and all that, Popeye's not stopping your business. You are. Okay? So to you people that's using Popeye's excuse for your business, not to get a head, shame on you. Nobody been buying a Melanin.
Whoa. Welcome to Couch Talk Nola. I am Queen Solo. This is Mr. Will Horton. And that is 5 Southpaw 504.
Y'all listen. My name is Southpaw 504. That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
shit, we got Will Horton in the building.
Legendary.
The cinematographer.
Legendary.
Director.
Some people can't even
producer. You heard me?
Some
Jedi.
Can't even say that shit. You know
Guru.
Cinematographer.
Wizardry. All that.
All that in the building.
What's going on, man?
Tell us how you got started.
I'm glad to have you here, sir.
Nice to meet you guys. It's a southern thing. When she walked in, I tried to shake her hand. It wasn't happening.
No. How did you get started?
How did I get started? I mean, I've always been fascinated with moving images. I remember being a young kid in church, just being fascinated with light. I remember a church had this arc of lights. And
no, it's
not paying
got
attention.
That arc in here.
I would actually, like as a little kid, you play around with things.
Yeah.
I would squint my eyes just to see the different formations of the light, just to pass the time, during church. I'm sure I should have been paying attention in church. But as a kid, I was that. But always been fascinated with movie making, and got a chance to, actually in high school, took a television class, and pretty much the bug bit me there. Went to college, cut my teeth working at Cox Communications.
Oh, okay.
You worked with Nagin?
Worked at yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, matter of fact, Nagin ended up being a top dog.
It's okay, you ain't got to speak. I know it's a little legal stuff.
Yeah, we won't speak.
We won't speak on
that. But having the opportunity to see hip hop evolving at the time, and I was able to lend some visuals to some very important people in New Orleans hip hop.
Right.
I know you work with Harpo Productions, huh?
That's Oprah, y'all.
Oprah.
That's Oprah.
You been messing with
Oprah. I mean, when you
ESPN, WBN, all the ends.
I was done for hire, as they say. Yeah, I got a chance to work with ESPN, work with Oprah, and actually my segment that I filmed actually showed on the Oprah Winfrey Show, and that was like a highlight to me because it was Oprah Winfrey.
You see, what was that like? Did you actually get to meet her?
I didn't get to meet Oprah. I
wouldn't give a damn why I was at. Listen, I'm on that.
I didn't get to meet her.
How did that come about? Like, how did that come about? That whole thing with you working with Harpo Productions.
I got a call. Like someone that saw my video resume, and they called and said, "Hey, we're doing this segment." It was a lady from Oprah was doing these things at the time when she would pick some people like who's the greatest fan, and one of her greatest fans happened to be from New Orleans. So
it was me.
It was.
She missed me.
So
You
yeah,
gotta go get your hair done
I
that
love that. Probably.
day. Shout out
followed her to
her
the
hair
airport, her day to day, and just got some great images.
So as a kid, you been like camera friendly? No.
As a kid,
You had a camera?
I didn't have a camera as a kid.
Okay.
I didn't have a camera as a
You know,
kid.
Polaroid.
Yeah, I guess I was kind of
Come
a
on, Bree. Oh,
whatever I got myself into. For all of you listening, these two are hilarious. The conversation we had before this is great.
see, I don't get on there.
Y'all gonna get it soon. You
Yeah.
set these cameras up to where y'all can see.
I guess I was in a unique situation because there was no one that was doing music videos when I started out. So I had no mentor to lean on.
Right.
I pretty much
Self-taught?
What I say self-taught? Kind of, sort of. I kind of borrow some things, but you kind of have to figure it out because
Here and there.
in that you kind of you had the rappers, they needed visuals, and it's one way for them to be shown. So I had to pretty much I have this opportunity to be a part of this hip hop movement, and so what do? It's dropped in my lap.
I just want to put
the
something
creativity has to come from somewhere.
So
Right. I just want to put something out there before you get started, because he speaks very well. I want y'all to understand.
I don't.
Because he didn't work with the little he worked with the real motherfuckers, Mia X and P and Mystikal. Yeah.
Who are the greatest people in the world?
And then you UGK and out too.
Oh wow.
I know.
How'd you find that out?
Mind your business.
That's all I'm saying. But I think some people think New Orleans is a state.
Hey.
How'd you find that out? Wow.
Some people think New Orleans is a state, and you up here speaking very elegant.
They did their homework.
You feel me?
They
That's
did their
all I'm
homework.
saying.
Wow, UGK.
But speaking of UGK, what
Rest
was
in
it?
peace,
Pimp C.
Pimp C.
What was it like to be around Pimp C and Bun B? Like what was? And was at the same time with P and Pimp?
This was a meeting of the minds. It's of the videos players from the South. I remember like it was yesterday. We shot it probably about 3 a.m. in the morning at Independent Studios in New Orleans. Pimp C. Actually, it was the same day we shot the Bout It video, the Bout It video. So it was a 2-video deal. Basically, it was a meeting of the minds. You sit at this table. You have Pimp C, who's one of the greatest producers from the South. You have Bun B, one of the greatest MCs ever. You have Master P, who's a super mogul to be at that time. He was He was
Could
just
you see
starting
that
out.
coming out here?
There was something different about Master P.
Person?
He came. He came. when he came through, it's like it was a whole movement. You saw like the crew. You saw the trucks with No Limit painted on. I remember We Run the Streets. That was like the motto on the trucks. And
they ran it.
Yeah, pretty much.
On the trunk.
Pretty much for a while, but and you'll see. We'll talk about that in the documentary as well.
Right.
The Nola Hiphop Documentary. But No Limit was a force to be reckoned with.
I know. You couldn't mess with that tank. That tank was coming.
It was coming. What plan?
Everybody was around that tank.
Was you in camo?
Yeah. I know.
Now I wasn't in camo. I wasn't in camo.
Who? But you was telling me that you did the Here I Go video for Mystikal.
Wow. Yeah. Yo,
What was that like? Doing that?
You
that
did your
video?
homework.
Yes.
Doing that video.
Ding, ding, ding.
What I remember about the video is Jack Records.
You got a bounce.
I get a call.
That's the bounce.
Joe's leaving me. Yeah,
I get a call from Jive Records, right?
Yeah, Jive Records.
I get a call from Jive Records, and they say, okay. Actually, it was another song that I was supposed to do for Mystikal. It was from a soundtrack of I forgot the actor's name, but it was another song, and we end up doing Here I Go.
Right.
And Here I Go, I wanted it to be a showcase
That boy make
for
that song
Mystikal.
sound safe as a motherfucker. Here I go.
I want.
Shut up.
I wanted it to be.
God.
I wanted it to be a showcase for him. So I wanted to remove the entourage, remove all the other, distracting elements, and let's see Mystikal just and being Mystikal.
Right.
And that's what you see throughout the video.
Right. And he's so creative, he just takes shit to a whole different level. Because
Right.
we're from the toy wall around the garden district where I'm from.
Okay.
So we're creative like that.
He sneaked out when he
You know what I'm
repped his
saying?
hood. He repped his hood right quick.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Let's talk about the movies that you
His
produced. You was just telling us about the.
Matter of
Block
fact,
Party?
right around the corner, we shot the
Yeah.
Block Party. Rest in peace, Fifth Wall Weeby. Starring
Yeah.
Fifth Wall Weeby, Clifton Powell, Cain and Abel.
See, that was Cain and Abel all the time.
That's a whole different conversation. Because you was messing that
Yeah.
shit up last time. You messed that
I'm not
shit
even
up
here.
last time.
They have a conversation
No,
about
let's
themselves.
come on.
Well, yeah, Block Party ended up, by many being a New Orleans hood classic.
I watched
Right.
that so many times. Yes.
We had so much fun doing the film, man, and the two lead characters, two unknowns, but pretty much lit up the screen.
What was it like working with so many different personalities? I know Weeby was.
A daycare. You gotta realize being a producer on it, that means I have to bring all of these pieces together and make sure that machine ran, kept running and ran well.
Right.
But it was a
machine.
the great, I guess the saving grace is that they were a group of friends, so they all knew each other, all had working relationships with each other.
Was Mr.
But
Magic in
they
there?
were hilarious. Yes, Magic.
Mr. Magic.
Magic was in it.
Yeah,
There was
and
several cameos. You from the 9th?
Yes, go ahead, 9.
Which 9? Lower, up and
Upper
down?
9.
Up and down.
Oh,
Well,
don't
look,
mind
see
me.
what I'm saying? How you be doing it?
Just start drinking a cold drink in the
I
middle.
I was thirsty. I'm sorry.
How do you guys know each other?
You know what? That's a whole story we gotta tell you off the camera.
We went
With
to.
that.
Oh, okay.
You see what you.
I
Oh, just
What
let
school
me
you
show
went to?
went to Facebook University.
Facebook.
Yeah. I went to LC Forshey, and I was
Forshey.
Lusher.
Okay.
It's Lusher now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You see why he wrecked out on Forshey?
See, well, he says he's from the 12
You know,
ward,
But nobody don't
Uptown.
Enough about me. Let's talk about this Lifetime Achievement Award you got from the Nola Hiphop.
care. We
How
will
did
when
that-
we come back.
Oh, damn. We be right back. We got to take a brief intermission. Make sure y'all tune in and subscribe to the Couch Talk
Subscribe
Nola
today.
YouTube channel.
Right now.
You heard me? Because if you
Subscribe.
don't subscribe, you know what you get.
That duck. I
What
got
do we
it. Get the Duck Ass Award. We got Mr. Will Horton in the building.
Yeah.
Legendary.
So we be right back. And in the meantime, I'm going to be eating this chicken. But we be right back.
Which smells delicious.
Y'all better get ready to rumble. Got to ride like a tumble. Spicy like gumbo. Spice on the bungle. Y'all look, ain't ready. Tasting the boat, got a kind of minute confetti. Sharp as a machete. Dope I do. Herbs I do. You really probably can see me with a bird's eye view. It's alive in the vibe, your head spin. Stop walking that one way to that dead end. Put your yellow, cover hard. Better bring some water. Get gasoline candle. Get this fire started. Your heart jumping like a baby's drum bump. You bad enough to meet the alligator in the swamp. Here I go. 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 That church began. Rhyme saying and portray circles on the slave.
Whoa.
Oh.
We're not taking any wooden nickels, right?
Back.
No.
No wooden nickels. That's all I'm saying. Thank you.
Same shit. You go ahead on. You doing your little homework and stuff.
Yeah. So what we was talking about, man, I was asking about the Lifetime Achievement
Yes,
Award.
you
How did
were.
you feel when they gave you that award?
I felt old.
You felt
What?
old?
Yeah, I felt old.
Why?
I feel that's what you get like way later in your
I know.
career. But not to take anything away from it, I'm honored that
That's how
the
Louis
hip hop
Lyon
community and right, exactly. I'm honored that the hip hop community in New Orleans
Right.
felt that I deserve that honor. So I'm grateful and I'm humble for it.
Where were you and how did you feel when they stamped you legendary in the city?
Right.
That was a scary thought.
For real?
Yeah, legendary.
Is it because you feel like you got more to contribute?
Or you not where you want to be?
I don't feel like I'm not where I want to be. Because, when I look back over what I've done, sometimes I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, your resume,
it's not until others tell me what I've done that you actually pay attention to it. But when I say legendary, that means I have to sit and, okay, so what will make me legendary? So I have to actually ask that question.
Let's think about Jubilee here.
Ooh.
Hey, shit.
Yeah.
For the record, they do their homework. Yeah. I have to ask myself what makes it legendary, and I said, okay, I can understand from a standpoint when I was doing it, there was no other lanes there. I had to create the lane.
Right.
So in the sense of, me being that person to open that door, that's why you have your fats and all that.
Oh yeah.
You have your time code Nolas.
Yes.
Right. You have your Craig Carters.
My name Hassan, host of
Folks,
the bomb.
folks like that Hassan. All of these cats who who are friends of mine that work that work with me and close friends of mine. They were there when I was doing it.
Starting from the bottom.
They were there when I was figuring it out.
Yeah.
And we still friends to this day.
And you talked about that lane. It ain't. Hey, you just named a little part of your this little skim. I'm just saying that lane. You ain't got no bike lane. That's not what I'm saying.
That was just a tip off the wing.
Hey, I eat them tips now. Don't play.
Man, I didn't know what I was walking into. I didn't know. I didn't know these. I was running into these professional researchers.
Hey, we love everything about you.
I appreciate
Man,
it.
so what is your? I know you love hip hop, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I do that. Okay, what is your definition of hip hop?
Wow, I was just asked that question on the WBOK.
Like, how would you define it? Because hip hop is an art, so it's from anybody's point of view.
Well, how I'm defining New Orleans hip hop is your DJs, which is the music, the rappers, the bounce,
right,
the graffiti,
yes,
the dancers.
Yes.
So you're gonna get different. You're gonna get and also the shakers.
I'm glad you.
Actually, I'm putting the all call out. If you were a shaker back in the Warren Mays days, Jubilee days, please contact us at info@NewOrleansHipHop.com. We want to hear from you.
That's info@NewOrleansHipHop.com.
Right. Stacks, Sheba, all those from back in the days.
Facts.
Bring the shoulders over.
The message show.
If you caught the wall at some point in your life.
Yeah. Catch that ball, baby.
Yeah, we want to hear from you.
So now, go ahead, Mo.
I'm sorry.
It encompasses all.
You just named the key elements of hip hop, and everybody don't know that. You said the graffiti, which is the dances, it's break dancing. So I was, I did my research. Hip hop originated like in the Bronx, New York.
Okay.
That's where Paul from.
But then we took it and made it something else and elemented with the bounce.
Okay.
You feel me? So yeah, I was just amazed to see that they originated and we was one of the first people to take it and turn it into our own. Is that documentary gonna touch?
That documentary?
We're gonna go as far as to tell you who actually invented bounce.
So is that like a mystery?
Yes.
That's been the age-old question, debate, which have started some arguments.
Let's get
So
into it.
we want to clear it up. We want to clear up.
That's gonna be part of your documentary.
It's important. Yeah. This is a historical document that I'm creating. Like I tell, this is a living, breathing document.
I can't wait. I
can't wait.
Can we get a cameo? No.
We pulled up.
You know what? That's a place for you.
We can get a cameo. I just want.
That's a place for you.
I could just wave one time.
What influenced this documentary? Like, what influenced you to start this documentary?
I have some friends that I work with that are amazing people, and I want others to know how amazing they are. People like Gregory D. People like DJ Jubilee.
Oh yeah, the Jubilee.
ERC. Slick Leo. Yeah, I want folks to know how great these folks are in their own right. And the amazing contributions they contributed to hip hop.
Yes, love that. Now let's talk about you, Ben, since we want to get a little bit deeper into that. You are a professor. You talk. Yes.
I'm a film professor.
Yes.
And shout out to my students at Loyola University. Well, actually, some of my students are on my crew. You know, the knuckleheads who've been bugging me to be on set with me all semester. Thank you for coming out finally, being on my crew. I guess all that, you know, it worked. You bugged me enough until it worked.
Do you allow your students to be a part of you?
Yes, actually, yeah, part of my crew for the Nola Hiphop Documentary are my students.
That's amazing to put on their resume too. Jesus Christ.
And that's the whole point. You know, that is the whole point, because when I entered the University of New Orleans, I already had a resume.
Wow.
Because I had worked with Warren Mays, I worked with Take 4 Records, which I was one of the founding members of Take 4 Records.
Ooh.
Which is a little known fact that folks don't know. Actually, the name Take 4 Records came from me. I coined it.
Get out of here.
Yeah, and this is an exclusive they're getting from me.
I'm telling you, give us something.
I coined the phrase Take 4 Records.
You heard it here.
And yeah, you could ask Earl, yeah. And it makes sense because I was the only one that was in film school. So when you think of Take.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I love
and
it.
Cut.
And Cut.
Yes.
So yeah, I was one of the founding members of Take 4 Records.
So I have to ask.
I veered off into film. They did the music thing. So.
I have to ask you, who are your favorite directors? Top 5.
Oh wow, top 5.
And New Orleans.
I can't.
And it has to be New Orleans.
I can't.
And guess what?
Top 5 like music video directors.
Yes. And
oh, don't make me do
yes.
that.
Oh, you said
No, don't make me do that. Don't make me do that. And I'm gonna say this. A lot of the directors actually were part of the Will Horton tree. There are some newer directors out right now. For instance, why you gonna make me do that?
I got to.
Because you know why? Because a lot of those guys look up to me, and if I play favoritism,
no, you said
that just won't be right. She said New Orleans. Shout out to all of the music video directors.
You see?
Shout out to all the music video directors. I pay attention to all of you. Thank you for keeping it going. The torch that I lit a long time ago. So yeah.
Now I'm gonna get you again. Why? Who was the top 5 artists that you worked with? Your top 5 artists that you worked with.
My top 5 artists I worked with.
And why?
And why? I love them all for many different reasons.
I swear to God,
I love them all for many different reasons. Probably asking me the most memorable ones.
Okay, the most memorable.
The memorable moments. Not they're my best. My most memorable moments. Mystikal had a child the day of the Here I Go video.
No.
That was a very memorable moment. Yeah, very memorable moment. Another memorable moment with Mystikal is, we was talking about it earlier when I first met him, when I went to the studio, when he was squatting on the stool, and I'm talking to Precise, his producer, so I'm coming to meet with him because I was doing a commercial, video stock commercial for him, and I'm hearing these sound effects. Remember I mentioned to you these sound effects. So I'm thinking it's a machine, synthesizer or something with samples in it. But that was actually Mystikal making those sound effects, and I just knew there was something special about it.
No beat machines. That's all I'm saying.
Mia X.
Mia
X.
The biggest Mama Mia. That's what she said.
The Bout It video. Mia X, when Mia pulled that gun out
Oh, yeah.
with the laser beam on it. That was just a hip hop moment to me.
The shit that used to stand out, you know, not just her lyrics used to stand out, but baby, I had to have that swoop. Swoop my shit just like me. You hear me?
Yeah, that was a moment. I see another moment. Oh, when Fiend, when I did a commercial for Fiend. When I did a commercial for Fiend, the baddest mother F alive. That was a moment. I remember that night we had the fire going. We were introducing Fiend to the world.
We definitely gotta come back. The fucking break just don't let us live. We won't let us be great, but we can't let you live. We gotta find out what you got coming up.
Don't spend the block one more time. I still got a few questions up my sleeve. You hear me? Don't think we gonna let you go.
I know you like not getting all the questions.
No, I come. That's all I'm saying. And we be right
granted,
back.
they don't have anything written down. Just
this is house talk mode. You hear me? Ain't no writtens.
It's all off the dome.
And we be back.
Dick.
And we're back. Now you said you would love the word MC Dick.
The late R.I.P. MC Dick.
Why would you would have learned?
Because he was part of that era, that West Bank era, when that West Bank movement came in. The hip hop changed then. It became more lyrical. You know, before hip hop was more party records, because Burger D basically took our focus off of New York and made us feel proud about being from New Orleans, being from Louisiana. So can't take that away from Burger D.
That's all I'm saying.
He when it comes to Burger D, salute to Burger D. Great friend of mine. Great mentor to me as well. Great contributing artist on this project that I'm doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, MC Dick, just the way his flow, and when you listen to Biggie, it's sort of similar to Biggie Smalls.
And you know, he meant Pac. He meant Pac.
No, he meant Biggie Smalls.
I just enjoyed his multi-syllabic rhyme. His rhyme pattern was
Look at him.
You know what?
Let
me break it down.
He stopped it, girl.
I know what that means.
No, but I'm talking about he stopped the word.
It wasn't the regular end rhyme pattern with him.
When the la hits your lyrics, just split your head so hard that your hat can't fit you.
Gotcha.
You heard me?
Gotcha. So yeah, it puts me in the mind of Biggie raps, Biggie style. Yeah, I understand. And he takes no wooden nickels.
Yeah,
not at all. No problem. Give me no damn wooden nickels. But man, the groundwork that you have laid thus far, what do you think your most highest accomplishment that solidified you to your stature right now? Like, what you think the biggest project that solidified you?
My biggest project?
Yeah. It's like, yeah.
It's
you was the most one you was most so proud of. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's heavy when you
what I'm most
you prayed, y'all.
Amen. What I'm most proud of is where music videos are today. When I see
they don't have really big platforms.
When I see these guys are putting in work.
No, I'm saying, like, you know how we had like MTV Jams and all that different stuff. They really not.
Yeah, but you have a larger platform with online, with YouTube. You have a larger platform. Yeah. So the work that you do, someone in Japan can see it and appreciate it.
Right. So what you think your biggest accomplishment is?
Look how you looking like, nigga, you know who I am?
I know. The one that, everybody do a lot of stuff. And they be but what's one that really stuck with you?
I'm a filmmaker at heart.
Right.
I love music videos, and most of my music videos, I was imagining myself doing film. So I picture those artists in a movie when I was doing. But I would think my most proud accomplishment would have to be my short film, Armed with the Heart. It was a finalist in the BET Lens on Talent.
I was about to ask you about that.
Yes.
BET Lens on Talent Showcase.
Yeah, it was a finalist.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I got a chance to be the writer and director as well, and I think it showed what I'm capable of if I really put my mind to something.
You made it to that.
But I had videos on BET,
When the original owner was there, right?
Yeah, when the original owner was there.
So what was it like
throughout that, whole
But
thing.
did the transition as well?
Throughout the transition?
When they sold?
I moved away from music videos at that point. I mean, the music video game.
Could you believe that he sold?
Yeah.
It's wet now.
I can believe it. I didn't want him to sell it, but
I was sneaking. I wouldn't even, I ain't got no panties on. The uncut shit, remember that?
Right, and I woke up listening to Kearney.
Okay.
The Reverend Howard and stuff. Lord have mercy.
What was your favorite music video ever directed in history, and why?
Favorite music video? Probably Nelly Tip Drill.
The chord. The goddamn chord. He got so much backlash behind that chord. I wonder what that lady look like now. You know that chord?
Man.
I ain't even try to see if it was discovered. They ain't have
Wait, is he okay?
I'm just thinking, that video was very educational for me.
It was.
You see what I'm saying?
It was.
I just got lost. I was just thinking about it.
I studied it a lot.
The sad part is that that's the way people be trying to do so much, spending so much money to make themselves look so big. Back then, they wasn't a big budget on videos.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So do you feel?
What was a BET After Dark or something?
Yes, uncut.
This uncut.
BET Uncut.
I can just tell you.
BET Uncut.
Yes.
You had Luda. You had
That was a
whatever.
great institution.
Oh yeah. I went to school, still thinking about it. Next moment.
So do you consider yourself a mentor
A mentor?
as well? Like,
Of course. No.
I still consider myself a student to the game.
what?
And I do. There are some young filmmakers who call me for advice, and
So you have
I'm
that.
always,
You can always keep learning the mentality.
Right.
Yeah, I'm learning from these young guys because the technology is changing. So they have to. My students have to teach me technology.
How do you feel about technology? How it's changing social media?
Social media, it's a great thing. It is. It's a great thing. It's just like we're here.
You don't feel like it's a positive or negative?
We don't have to be at an NBC or ABC studio to do this show.
Right.
Yeah,
So we have it gives us a voice. We have something to say. We can say it. No one can censor us.
I don't know why I was just thinking about this shit, Paul. He made me feel like he was about to do like your boy 5 Harvey. Check out my new single. It's my last date. Slowly at the top.
Flash.
Flash.
Slowly at the top. Let's get that out of the way.
Favorite part.
Yeah, it's Flash.
Don't
Flash
get
is
damn
on
upset.
at the top.
So what you think about these high-tech cameras they got now and all that?
High-tech cameras?
You got these cameras called $13,000. You work with
That
like
lens.
that?
That lens.
You know they got the dragons, called like the red camera.
The red, the Alexa.
You familiar with the red?
Very familiar.
Alexa be red.
Very familiar. And you got to realize, I come from the 35mm film days.
Yes.
So that's what. Yeah. Matter of fact, 35mm, I did second unit on BG and Manny Fresh Move Around video.
Hey, free BG.
Free BG. Actually, I'm hearing he's on his way.
Yeah, he not home quite yet.
He's on his way.
Shout out to Ty.
Right.
Your son, you doing
He's on his way. And once he gets out, I'm pretty sure he's coming straight to interview with me with the New Orleans Hiphop History.
Wow.
Got you. You ain't missing nobody.
You did?
Of course not.
Not at all. You know who this is? It's Will Horton.
It's been greatly received. Honestly, what I'm getting from everybody is it's long overdue. This is necessary. It needs to be done. And every artist I reach out to who are pioneers, the conversation's always halfway through my pitch. Will, be quiet. Shut up. I'm in.
You kind of feel like, damn, like they really coming to me. Like legends, they like you is a legend.
Well, when I'm next to people like Slick Leo and Gregory D, it's like those were superstars when I was growing up. If you're from New Orleans, those were your superstars. And you know, I kind of get nervous around, you know, like a little kid, but you know, and they're looking at me like we trust you with our legacy. So that means it's a big challenge. You know, it's a big challenge. It's a huge challenge, huge endeavor. But I'm willing to step up to the plate because this is a very positive endeavor, very positive project for the community.
So,
Mama, I told you I was gonna be something because I'm sitting here next to the Horton. You heard me?
It's funny you said that.
That's all I'm saying.
When I announced on Facebook, I tagged my mom.
You tagged your mom?
I said, Mom, I'm gonna be on IGTV. Watch me. She should be watching us. I don't think she has an Instagram account, but shit.
That's all right. She on somebody else. You know they do
somebody
that.
else.
That's all I'm saying.
I told her why.
So how do you feel about the deaths and how death is going around in the city? Like everybody close to you. You know, it's getting to people that's being closer to you that's getting out of here. Like, do you feel like, damn, I should have did this way, you know, a little sooner?
I just really make you think about, you know, your own life, your own mortality. And my only regret when it comes to that is, man, I should have documented more of my family members before they left.
Oh yes.
That's the only regret I have. It's the only regret I have. I was busy chasing other things and trying to pay for college. That I should have taken some time out and documented some of my family members, my beloved family members who are no longer here.
If you could, what would you like to imprint in your legacy if you were to leave today?
He came, he filmed, he taught.
Hey,
shirt.
God damn it,
shirt. That's
hey,
a shirt. That's all I'm saying.
God damn it, shirt.
He came, he filmed, and he taught.
So where can they find you?
In any internships.
Oh, you see?
They can find me on all the social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, at I Am Visual Storyteller. And also you can reach the website for Nola Hiphop History.com to learn updates, to see the behind the scenes of the interviews that we're doing. The project just started, by the way.
Yes.
So we put an all call out because there are some. Katrina sort of displaced a lot of us, and as well as the pioneers. They were affected as well. So there's some pioneers that are spread out. So I'm putting this out there. If you're
yeah, we in.
If you're a Nola Hip Hop pioneer, that's musically, dance, you know, rapping, DJing, and you were part of the Nola whole movement, the evolution of Nola, please contact us.
You was in the duck off.
If you would have done 3 P's, Whispers, right, Club Adidas. Contact us if you have even if you have a New Orleans hip hop story. Contact us as Nola, info at NolaHiphopHistory.com.
Yes.
And with that being said, this has been Couch Talk Nola, another legendary, dope, great,
I'm just saying,
enigmatic
I enjoyed
episode.
Don't think that haters will say this is fucking. We cropped it.
Yeah, they gonna think it's Photoshop, but it ain't Photoshop. We're touching them. And we're out of here.
Go.
How you do that there? The remix. How you do that there? New Orleans, Baton Rouge. How you do that there? Lafayette, Lake Charles. How you do that there? Shreveport, Mississippi. How you do that there? Alabama, Atlanta. How you do that there? Florida, Arkansas. How you do that there?
They say who that? Say they wanna do that. Run up if you will and get your ass whipped blue black. My nigga, my nerve fresh off the curve. Jelly, Johnny preserve. Nothing but balls in my word. And a Mossberg pistol grip pump on my lap at all times. Whatever my nigga, cause young niggas still dying. Island Bob, huh? Nigga, what? Huh? Give a fuck, nigga, what? Full of that weed, planted like a poppy seed. A slanted and a chanting happy nigga named Young Bleed Corleone. In the jungle where the murder men mumble for months and days. Tripping off the blunts, we play hell of a high. And telling them why, I'ma never say die. You can see it in my eyes. And niggas say I fly like an eagle and see no evil eye. And ain't no sequel, this hit, this shit. niggas don't with me though. But see how they running everything on the cool, but they know I'm finna act a fool in this motherfucker. Niggas holla how you do that day. From Texas